We welcome you to our Brigade Colors Casing Ceremony. This afternoon, we have gathered to case the Brigade Colors to mark the end of the 101st Sustainment Brigade deployment to Liberia. At this time, we'd like to extend a sincere welcome to our distinguished guest, Major General Gary J. Volesky, Command Sergeant Major Gregory Nowak, and the Honorable Edwede Cooper.
Oh God, today we thank you for your protection and our health and safety that we have enjoyed to this date on this deployment to Liberia. As we commemorate this casing of the 101st Sustainment Brigade colors today in preparation for our return home to our loved ones, grant us a safe journey and the mindfulness of our continued responsibility to serve others. Guide us today as you have throughout our nation's histories. We ask now for your grace for our leaders who must make important decisions and for these soldiers who must carry out their orders. Empower us all with the intellect to comprehend, the compassion to be concerned, the dedication to achieve, and the faith and fortitude to follow through on our mission so that all our labors support the security of our nations and the increase of peace, health, and freedom in this world. May the guidon of this unit be under your constant care and protection now and forevermore. Amen.
Ms. Cooper, distinguished guests, fellow general officers, leaders, Thank you for attending this ceremony today. Today we case the colors of the 101st Sustainment Brigade, and the contribution the Lifeliners made on the ability for the JFC to accomplish our mission has been immeasurable, but I want you to look at those colors. Because I will tell you, it's the last time you're going to see colors that look like that on a deployment. Not only are we in transition from coming back from Liberia, but the Sustainment Brigade is also in transition, because on 1 March, we're changing that patch, and all of our sustainers are coming back to the division and going to wear the 101st patch. So I just say there's a moment in history, because it's the last time those colors are going to fly like that on a deployment. We're glad and excited to do that patch changing ceremony when we get back to Fort Campbell. Only 7 months after redeploying from combat operations in Afghanistan, we were once called again to deploy, this time to Liberia. Unlike our deployments over the past 14 years to Iraq and Afghanistan, this deployment required our sustainers to plan, prepare, and begin deployment within 30 days of notification to a country where there were no bases, no living areas, nor any logistical node of any kind. Everything we needed to operate had to be built from scratch. But as you would expect, these conditions didn't intimidate these great soldiers, and they got right to work and tackled every task to set the theater for our operations. Whether surveying land, creating life support areas, in-processing service members into theater, establishing supply support activities, or preparing critical equipment to be flown to isolated areas of the country in support of Ebola containment, the Lifeliners got whatever was needed to the right location at exactly the right time. The amount of supplies they delivered is staggering. Hundreds of thousands of sets of PPE, over 1 million gallons of fuel, and nearly 7,000 short tons of building material. Well, while that sounds impressive, it isn't the numbers that really matter. Look at the significant reduction in cases of Ebola, or better yet, look into the eyes of the Liberian people. They have an unmistakable increase in confidence because they know Ebola is going to be defeated, something that wasn't very apparent in October. That is what the Lifeliners contributed to, that building of confidence, probably one of the most important things DoD did by deploying to Liberia. No other country in the world has the capacity or capability to do what these great servicemen and women do on a daily basis. In addition to sustaining the EVD fight, Lifeliners also had to sustain the rest of the joint force. They delivered mail, provided personal financial support, downloaded our equipment from ships and aircraft, and moved it to 5 different bases across Liberia. Simultaneously, the brigade's tactical command post oversaw operations in our intermediate staging base in Senegal to ensure supplies kept flowing as required in Liberia. And as we redeploy home and other units wait to get on that plane, Lifeliners continue to work. They were running wash racks, supervising customs inspections, and loaded that equipment that finally left port a few days ago to get back to the United States. There is no rest for sustainers. And when you pat them on the back and tell them how great their contributions are, they just look you in the eye and say, "Hey, I'm just doing my job." How lucky we are to have these superb men and women in our ranks. Colonel Daub, as always, I'm impressed by your team's effort and proud to serve with you. I look forward to seeing you and your soldiers back at Fort Campbell. Lifeliners, you and your partners have done outstanding and are inspiration to thousands. When many said it couldn't be done, you just did it. Working beside Colonel Daub and her great brigade was Grand Bassa Superintendent, Ms. Cooper. She was essential at the close coordination required between the JFC and the people of Grand Bassa, and was invaluable as an invaluable resource as the Lifeliners operated here at Buchanan, and has been a great neighbor. Ma'am, thank you for all you've done for the Lifeliners and the JFC. Again, thanks for taking time to share this moment with us. We're proud to say we were able to serve and contribute in this important mission. We look forward to Liberia getting to zero in Ebola and moving on to a brighter future. God bless you and Air Assault.
Major General Volesky, Command Sergeant Major Nowak, Brigadier General Tate, Ms. Cooper, friends of the Lifeliner team, and most importantly, all of Task Force Lifeliner soldiers who made this operation a reality. Thank you for attending this color casing ceremony today. Today's ceremony marks another chapter in the 101st Sustainment Brigade's history. I am honored to be here among our great soldiers and partners who made this mission a success. I can say with great pride that the Lifeliner soldiers executed every mission effectively. With less than 30 days' notice, this brigade was able to deploy and set up a logistical task force consisting of over 750 soldiers in 2 countries, Senegal and Liberia, to support this mission. We developed a theater concept of support, established the theater logistics infrastructure and distribution architecture from scratch, and then collapsed it in 5 months. This is something to be truly proud of, and most have never had this opportunity. Task Force Lifeliner will be remembered for its significant contributions to the USAID-led response to the Ebola outbreak. I would like to say a few words about these great units that stand before us, each one of them contributing to the success of Operation United Assistance. The 53rd MCB was the first battalion in our task force to deploy and establish operations in Liberia. They immediately set up operations at Roberts International Airport and went to work. They managed all equipment and personnel coming in and going out of Liberia through sea, ground, and air. During both vessel discharge and upload operations, the 53rd was instrumental in synchronizing the movement and accountability of both rolling stock and non-rolling stock. They received more than 200 airplanes, managed more than 800 truckloads of supplies, which were distributed throughout the country. 53rd integrated all U.S. efforts at Roberts International Airport while developing a lasting relationship with the Roberts staff. The 101st Special Troops Battalion was next to follow with a personal accountability team sent to conduct joint RSONI for over 3,000 Joint Forces Command personnel. They set up mail operations in less than 30 days from arrival, delivering more than 250,000 pounds of mail. The STB provided life support and force protection for all tenants on the APOD and managed the mortuary affairs site. The STB's finance detachment dispersed nearly $3 million in financial management support through vendor payouts, casual pay, and electronic fund transfers. Finally, the 129th Combat Sustainment Support Battalion delivered more than 1 million gallons of fuel, provided food and water to the entire theater, drove more than 15,000 miles with their own trucks, and assisted with the cargo movement for more than 260 contracted trucks. The 129th CSSB operated a supply support activity, processing more than $12 million worth of parts and equipment, serving 134 customers. They delivered critical supplies to the MMU, ETUs, and mobile military labs while sustaining the rest of the theater. Finally, the 129th ran the wash rack operations for redeployment of all of our equipment and served as the port support activity for the download and upload of 3 vessels. All these missions were accomplished displaying the versatility of this battalion. Each and every one of these battalions had a direct impact on every aspect of the mission, supporting the build, sustaining, and retrograding the MMUs, ETU, and mobile military labs. I cannot thank you enough for your hard work and dedication to the mission, the government of Liberia, and the United States. Your compassion for humanity, your sense of duty, and your unmatched professionalism has not gone unnoticed. Ms. Cooper, I sincerely thank you for your support. Your hospitality and kindness to our team has been incredible. Your support enabled us to do our job and help assist your country. Thank you so much for your friendship and assistance. Major General Volesky, thank you for the opportunity to join your team here in West Africa. It has been a great experience. The 101st truly is the best division in the Army and can adapt to any mission given a moment's notice. I look forward to our next rendezvous with destiny. Command Sergeant Major Griffin, you are truly a true battle buddy. Thank you for your leadership. The NCOs prove again that they are the backbone of the Army. As we case our colors today, end our deployment for OUA, and redeploy back to the United States, we can reflect back on this challenging mission, the accomplishments, and the rewarding partnerships we have created. I'm proud of the Lifeliner team as they supported the Joint Forces Command United Assistance and accomplished a monumental task. Once again, thank you for all that you have done. Lifeliners, air assault.
Steadfast. The colors under which a unit fights represents the history, honor, and esprit de corps of the soldiers of that unit. The casing of the brigade's colors symbolizes the departure from Liberia. The colors will be uncased upon the brigade's arrival at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the retirement of the colors and the playing of the Army song.